Be it resolved that in accordance with Section 177 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act Number 6 of 1991, and in tandem with SO 18.8, SO 25.2, and SO 28.3, I move that the constitutional instrument numbers 64, 65, and 67 of 2018.
Naso, the member of parliament, where they represent constituency 46 na Konyadugu district, Honorable Daniel Kuruma, been finally moved the motion, say member them of parliament, not for agree for the three constitutional instruments them, 64, 65, and 67, where the Attorney General and Minister of Justice in office, holding a parliament October 2 this year.
91 be debated as they contain provisions that are unconstitutional and not in the public interest and therefore be annulled.
This been set the stage for waiting plenty people we witness don't describe as one of in kind debates among MP them at the Salon Parliament will last over 9 hours Monday, October 22.
We have said insistently, consistently, and persistently that we are not against the Commission of Inquiry.
For me, what I see in those three instruments are just a political interest on the part of the SLPP-led government to suffocate and support a constructive opposition APC.
If you know your hands are clean, go and show your hands.
As you hear, member them of parliament been used all waiting them gets from them book sense to them common sense for kick against the three instruments them from the side of the opposition APC party and for defender instruments here from the side of the ruling SLPP party, as plenty people will get interest from the general public when they watch from the upper gallery.
I refer you this house to paragraph 4E of the constitutional instrument number 67.
We be the reason them as to wait to make a thing say MP them for through the three constitutional instruments them. Honorable Daniel Kuruma will move the motion, being quick for condemn the instruments here from the standpoint of law, and we say then go against the 1991 constitution now the country.
The terms of reference of the said commission, it says, and I quote, to inquire into and investigate any persons or matters as may be from time to time referred to the commission by His Excellency the President. From time to time as may be referred to by His Excellency the President. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in law, when you are enacting laws, I submit that there should be certainty. There should be predictability. Laws must be predictable. Laws must be certain. But by this phraseology, as from time to time, can mean until 2023, you are not out of the law if this is allowed, which I believe is unconstitutional.
Honorable Daniel Kuruma continue for check the three instruments them.
Paragraph 6.2 talks about rules of the commission. Now I want to bring it to the notice of this honorable house that based on our constitution, which is the ground norm, as stated in section 171, subsection 15 of section 171, it is the ground norm. But now, for the attention of the public whom we represent, I seek your permission to read it. This constitution shall be the supreme law of Sierra Leone, and any other law found to be inconsistent with any provision of this constitution shall, to the extent of that inconsistency, be void and of non-effect.
We himself in the talk. The member of parliament for constituency 77 under the APC party, Honorable Abdulai Gbla, be look inside the issue we get for do with the people them, where the commissioner of inquiry for investigates, where them go down pass the instruments them to law.
I was a little bit disturbed that key players were left out. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, please allow me to refer to section 62 of our constitution. It states where any minister has been charged with the responsibility for any department of government and shall exercise general direction or control over the department, and subject to such direction or control, the department shall, I lay more emphasis on this, the department shall be under supervision of a permanent secretary. Where are these permanent secretaries on this instrument? If this commission was serious about inquiry, why did you have to promote Dennis Sandy, who has served within this frame of time as stated in this document? Why did you make him minister? This document has been referred to as a medium through which with hunting will be effected, because those people who have been incriminated are those people who they are promoting because they supported them during the campaigns, and those people who are stumbling block to them are those people who they are going to hunt.
the debate been continue beside the deputy leader of government business na parliament, Honorable Matthew Numa, been take the floor and been talk on why he thinks government for set up commission of inquiry now.
We are here to set the roadmap in the new direction. The new direction is the right direction. I will start to correct my colleague who tend to mislead the House, Honorable Member. You said Section 150, we set the rules. But what we have here today, what we want to debate today, is for us to accept to have the commission of inquiry. You cannot have the rules before the commission of inquiry be set. We need to set the commission of inquiry first. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I refer you to Section 147, subsection B, the responsibility of members of parliament in setting up this commission. It's just for us to have the resolution to accept that we are going to set the commission. You cannot put the cart before the horse.
Honorable Numa Semoso say the commission of inquiry now for stop corruption of the country, where he believes the past government them we don't fail for do. Where himself been the talk. The member of parliament for constituency 03 in Kailaun district, Honorable Indulu Moi Wogevao, say the main opposition APC still not give any reason it for support them point say member them of parliament not for grief for the three constitutional instruments them.
No member of this house has pointed out a single provision in this instrument that is unconstitutional. My colleague who moved the motion woefully failed to pinpoint a single provision in the Constitution that has been abrogated by the instrument. Why are we here? Are we trying to be unpatriotic? Aren't we thinking of our children? Are we trying to say it's going to be business as usual for us to rip off the poor and go scot-free? What is happening to this generation? A generation that I belong to. My children.
But listen, what the member of parliament for constituency 115, Honorable Alpha Amadou Ba from the APC party, get for say for the three instruments them.
What are laid before us here are a mere kangaroo courts, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. We are against the intended kangaroo court as laid before us in this house, giving all the technical faults, giving all the excesses, giving all the discretionary powers that are embedded in those three statutory instruments.
Honorable Fode Mayo Kamara, now the deputy leader for the National Grand Coalition Party in Parliament. This is not what he been say, but the instruments them.
It is actually frightening when it is no time bound and when at any time somebody can be called upon. We must have clear-cut rules, regulations, names, so that even the public can investigate on their own.
This make Honorable Fode Mayo Kamara say MP them for make them three instruments here, not just pass for be law, but for change something them day.
In supporting these constitutional instruments, we are humbly requesting that the necessary amendments be made and this paper be brought back to us for approval.
Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, now the leader for the Coalition for Change C4C party in Parliament, he raised some issue them, but alleged corruption where he believes been happening during the time when the APC party been in power.
Mr. Speaker, a few questions. Does it concern the proposer and the seconder of this particular instrument of the blatant rape of the Financial Administration Regulation Act of 1998? Does it concern the proposer and the seconder to see the blatant rape of the Bank of Salon Act of 2000? The Auditor General Service Act of 1997, the Income Tax Act of 2000, the Government Budget Act and Accountability Act of 2005, the Anti-Money Act of 2005, the Financial Management Regulations of 2007, the Bank Act of 2011, the Payment System of 2009. Does it concern the proposer and the seconder to look at the state debts that the past governments led by Dr. Anas Baikoma accrued almost 17 trillion of domestic debts and foreign debts?
This make Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina say in party support government for set up commission of inquiry.
Mr. Speaker, it is very, very important that the erstwhile government be investigated. Be investigated because the sacking of Chief Alhaji Abubakar Samsumana is a wake-up call to this house. Mr. Speaker, we have a judiciary that almost brought this nation to war. Had it not been the peaceful nature of Chief Samsumana who went through the jurisprudence of this nation, 5 Supreme Court lawyers they took a decision that almost brought this nation to war. So, if you are saying the GTT report is a trash, or you are crying a stinking fish of the GTT report, then the sacking of chiefs and spanner is also not important. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I call upon this House for the swift ratification of Constitutional Instrument 64, 65.
The leader of the main opposition APC party in Parliament, Honorable Cherno Ramadan Majuba, call on MP them not for make them 3 instruments here below because of this reason.
Mr. Speaker, one thing is very clear, that every generation will have something to remember. And the generation of this Parliament should be remembered for doing what is right today. I've been in this House for over 10 years. Similar documents, similar voting, or similar in situations have never arisen in this House. Posterity will judge us. Unfortunately, our moral guarantors, the international community, are not here today. But I'm sure they are watching. They were invited, but I'm sure they are watching. Like us, they want the commissions of inquiry. But I'm sure they will not support bad laws to establish commissions of inquiry.
Honorable Cherno Majuba continue for call on MP them for help the president with sober advise them more so on that kind issue. Yeah.
I said it last Thursday that the president is one man. It is us and those around him that should give him the right pieces of advice. We should not mislead him. When things are not correct, we are under obligation to tell him. I said it to this House last Thursday. He's just one man. He needs our support.
We insert in the talk. The leader of government business na Parliament, Honorable Sidi Mohammed Tunis, say MP them for support the instrument them for this reason.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this inquiry, this commission of inquiry is not just for our predecessors. Somebody had mentioned it before. It's also going to serve as a deterrent for all of us that are in offices today. Definitely. So it cannot be a witch hunt. It cannot be a witch hunt, and it will never ever be a witch hunt. And I want to assure this nation that this commission of inquiry will go on smoothly, fairly, and with due respect to every single person that will be called to answer the questions.
After we MP them, we don't go left and right as to whether or not they agree for the 3 instruments them. The Speaker of Parliament been put the question back to the House.
All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All those against say nay. The nays have it.
As you hear, MP them not being able to get the clear side, wait for win the debates based on collection of voices. So the leader of the main opposition APC party in Parliament, Honorable Cherno Majuba, been requested therefore votes and know the side we been carried the day. And after the process of voting, the SLPP party been get 60 people who vote against the APC motion. And the APC party will move the motion to member them of Parliament not for agree for their instruments here get 72 votes and the void votes them na 2. So the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Bundu, will make this ruling.
The motion having failed to obtain the required 94 votes, I therefore declare the motion not passed. Therefore, the 3 instruments, namely the Commission of Inquiry, Examination Inquiry, and Investigation Notice number 1, which is Constitutional Instrument number 64 of 2018, and Constitutional Instrument 65 of 2018, and Constitutional Instrument number 67 of 2018 will continue to mature, and will, all 3 of them will mature at midnight tonight.
This make the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Bundu, say by Tuesday, October 23, he go order the Clerk of Parliament for give certificate. Say government don't get the right now for set up Commission of Inquiry for look inside allegation them inside the GTT reports where government been pull na do this BNTM. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Abdulai Gbla the reports.